This is Gilbert Andrew Garcia with a tip from Gilbert, talk, inspiration, and prayer. Listen to my show every Monday from 11 to 12 on KWWJ 1360 AM, KYOK 1140 AM, KCOH at 1230 KCOH.com, Sankeet Radio at 95.1 FM, 1460 AM, KNTH News Talk 1070 AM, The Answer, and Latino Sports, KEYH 850 AM. Call in at 832-570-8075 and follow me on social media. See you then. All right, Houston and Harris County, this is Gilbert Garcia with another tip from me, talk, inspiration, and prayer. Boy, do we have a good show. Now, I don't know if you can tell what my show's about, because first of all, I got my championship Astros jersey on, and of course I have my great Astros jersey on, and then I have, of course, what Latino wouldn't be complete without my Tacos Astros jersey, and that's because we have Miss Emelda Douglas, who's, of course, the head of the foundation for the Houston Astros. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
And where did you get this incredible, look at this jacket.
I'm so excited about being
here.
Yeah,
isn't it great? This is like what you call all Astros all the time, because the Astros got it going on. Well, you know what? We got a lot to talk about. And, of course, we've been talking a lot on this show about all FIFA. We've been all FIFA'd up. I don't even know if that's a word.
Isn't it just awesome for our
Isn't
city?
it incredible?
All of us have just gotten so excited about it.
Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about later, next week, I believe. No, 2 weeks. Oh, next week we're going to have Brian Ching on, who's, of course, all the great soccer player with the Dynamos for many, many years. He led us to a couple of championships. So he's going to be on the show next week. And I will be talking with Judge Jefferson about Metro, because I rode the Metro rail from downtown to the World Cup. And you know what? It was fantastic for all of those Metro haters and this and that. And you know who they all are, the complainers. At the end of the day, it's ridiculous, because we couldn't pull these things off without the rail. We couldn't pull off the Astros and the World Series and all these incredible things and these massive million-person parades and all these things. We couldn't pull off the World Cup. We couldn't do any of this without mass transit. And I was on the rail, and of course, downtown it goes. There's only so many people. It took me all of 30 minutes. It was perfect. It left me right there. And I mean, by the time we got to 2 or 3 stops there, it became packed. So it works. But let's go back to the Stros. First of all, it's great to have you on the show. How long have you been in your position? Now, you're kind of relatively new, right?
I am very new. This is my second season.
Your second season.
Yes,
Notice
with
how
the
when you talk about work, you talk about it in seasons.
I had to learn that.
That's right, because
it's very much a part of the culture.
Yeah, it's no longer about, well, I've been on, for 14 months. Kind of like with kids, it's like she's, how old is your baby? 6 months, 12 weeks. We talk in baby years. But here you're talking seasons.
That's it.
So you're on to your second season.
Second season.
Well, what'd you learn the first year season? What do you think?
So exciting. Well, what I learned, I was already a fan, but I realized for the people that are actually on staff with the Astros, it's very much a lifestyle, right? And we're so excited. So if you don't love baseball and if you don't love the Astros in particular, it's not a place for you.
Yeah,
because
understood.
we spend so much of our time there. We love it. The community comes to see us, and so as long as the team is there, we are there every day. And
How wonderful! So excuse me for not knowing these things.
That's okay.
But is your offices at the stadium?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so there's like office space and all that in there?
Absolutely. There's 6 floors right next. You go in at Union Station,
right
there on Crawford, and our offices are right there. So you catch an elevator up, and we're all there, 6 floors of us.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's 6 floors of you?
Yeah.
Is that for the whole Astros operation, or is that the foundation?
No. The Astros Foundation is just in a suite on the 3rd floor.
Mm-hmm.
We're a very lean organization. People imagine us having hundreds and hundreds of people on staff. So we're somewhere around 200 people. And we all fit there, actually on the first 5 floors.
The 200 people, that's the whole Astros organization or the foundation?
Entire Astros organization.
Yeah. How great.
Yeah, the Astros Foundation only has 8 staff.
That's a lot, though.
Yeah.
Because
very lean.
I know y'all have grown a bunch.
Uh-huh.
Because when did this foundation start?
Back in 2012, it existed long before that, but when Jim Crane actually purchased the Astros and really decided that he wanted to make a meaningful difference inside the city of Houston, that's really when we started to show our upward trend.
Wow. So how big are we now?
At about 40 million in assets.
Wow, that is so
Yeah,
great. That is so great.
Yeah.
And so you're able to give out about,
We give about $6 million every year.
wow.
To various organizations. Of course, we have to pay staff, and
Yeah.
and we have our own homegrown programs as well. But in terms of just grant making to organizations in the community, about $6 million every year, and we're super proud of that.
And Mr. Crane, I've met him. I don't know him, but I've met
Yeah.
him. He was a real gentleman. I got an award one time with who was it? The Houston Business Journal, I believe, and he got it too at the same time. There are a bunch of us for CEO of the year.
Right.
And I said a couple of words up there, and I'm a real rah-rah guy.
Right.
And he really liked that. And I went up to him, and I said, Mr. Crane, I'm Gilbert Garcia, this, that. He gave me his card with his cell phone and everything, but I lost it because I want to get him on the show. Would you remind him that Gilbert Garcia, the
I
one
will.
that gave the little rah-rah to get the award at HBJ?
Absolutely.
He was so kind.
He is a great human.
When you think about these owners, that you have this image of something, or he was a regular person. Oh, and I think it was his grandson. Does he have a grandson?
He has a son. Yeah, he has two sons and a daughter.
Okay.
Yes.
But I forgot one of us is still young, or maybe it's a nephew or something.
His youngest is very young. I think about 12 years old.
Okay.
But he also has grandchildren, so he has two adult children,
Okay.
and they have children.
Well, there they go. He had some kids there with him.
Right.
And they were all around him, and it's a beautiful
They
thing.
love him, yeah.
It was a beautiful thing.
A great family person.
Wow.
Right? And we all are encouraged. In fact, last Friday was like bring your children to work day. And so it's all about the family, because a lot of times we're there on holidays, we're there on weekends, and so when our families aren't in school or doing other things, they just come to the stadium and join us.
Wow, that's so great.
It is.
Well, because it's like for a kid, I can only imagine when I was, young Gilbert. Of course, that was a long time ago when I had hair and I was handsome and I had a lot of hair. Look at my producer laughing over there. But I remember there was a time, and I can only imagine what it would be like me walking through that, stadium right now. It must be like a museum, just walking through that whole thing. It's just larger than life.
It is. We have something called Hall of Fame Alley, and so all the Astro Hall of Famers have their memorabilia there. It's an amazing place.
Well,
It's an amazing place.
one time I got invited to the diamond level, which are the seats behind home plate.
Right.
And all I could do was text all my friends, "Can you see me behind home plate? Can you see me?"
And they can see
Yeah, I
you,
know.
yeah.
It was so great. I needed to make sure, I was like, my hair, is it okay? And, and then I remember we bought at an auction, made a donation and got the tickets. And then you get behind, behind there, and they have like a wonderful spread of food. It's just
Yes.
so great. And I love the store. The big store that y'all have there in the stadium.
Yeah.
There's so much great merch. You could just spend all day there shopping.
Great merch. And I have friends that come in from out of town to come to the game, and they're surprised because everybody in Dyken Park at a game has on Astros colors,
Yes.
right? And if you didn't come in with that on, then we have a store there where you can purchase it and put it on.
And you can leave with it on.
That's right.
You can if you
That
didn't
is-
if you didn't have what kind of orange is this called again? When you say orange, what is this?
I don't know. what
It's
the
got to be
official
some
word
sort.
is.
When you have a Crayola box, and there's like 128 crayons, and there's got to be like 5 different oranges. Or when you go to the paint store and it's like well that's. Citrus orange, and well, that's sunset orange. Well, anyway, this is a particular orange. I don't know what it is. Orange. Well, you know what? It's Astros orange. We're now gonna call it. I now dub it for the crayon box Astros orange.
That's right.
That's so
And it's the
Astros
loudest, the most vibrant,
It
right?
really is.
Which is exactly what we are as an organization.
Yeah, it's amazing. And so it is so. I love the color. I love it. And of course, when Mr. Crane came in, he had a mission. And I know we want to talk about the foundation. I want to talk a little bit about FIFA. But he had a mission. which is to bring a winner to Houston. I mean,
Yeah.
he really had a mission.
That's it.
And he really did a lot of bold moves at the beginning. Remember that at the beginning? And then he started building the franchise and all the new players. And, of course, here we are now. We're one of the, storied franchises. We may as well be the Yankees. Because, when you think about baseball, people think about, well, it's the Yankees and that storied franchise. Well, now it's the Astros.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. And we're all about winning and doing those things that are going to help us be a champion.
It's a culture of winning. And, when
is.
you have a culture like that, I'd like to think we have that here at our firm. But when you have a culture like that, it starts at the top.
Yep.
It really starts at the top.
Absolutely.
So Mr. Crane must be to me, you got to, first of all, take care of the staff. You got to take care of everybody, the players. You got to really empower the managers to do what they do, empower you to do what you do. And that's a sign of a good leader. And it kind of starts at the top. And then it permeates down to everybody else. And everybody's happy and everyone's thriving. And then that leads to success. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it's very much a part of our culture, And as you move around, you'll find people who were athletes at a certain level. Maybe they played in high school, maybe they played in college or whatever, and maybe in some of the minor leagues. And you'll find those kind of people on the staff because he gets that someone who has perhaps played sports, they've learned a lot of things in the process of doing that. They've learned how to be a great member of the team. It's built character. They know how to lead. They know how to follow. And they have that spirit of wanting to win.
That's right. And you learn how to work hard and work as a unit.
That's it.
I saw a great movie, happened to see it last night with my son. I've seen it already many times, but he had not seen it, called Miracle, about the 1980 USA Olympic hockey team.
Oh, wow.
And how they had no chance to win anything. And they were playing against the incredible team, Russia, that had been together for like 15 years. And, they were really pros. But
Wow.
back then they were amateurs. But,
Yes.
a lot of the Eastern Bloc are really like pros. And it's all about Herb Brooks. It centers around him. It was Kurt Russell plays that part, and he's the coach. And at the beginning, as he builds his team, all the boosters and all the people related to the Olympics wanted to be part of the decision of picking the players. Well, he picked all his players, just bam. And they go, wait a minute, you have 2 weeks of tryouts. He goes, nope, I already picked my players. And he says, wait a minute, you don't have the best players here. You left many of the best players out. He goes, I'm not looking for the best players. I'm looking for the best team. And it really resonates with me. And I think that's how Mr. Crane probably looks at this whole thing, which is I got to have from top to bottom the best organization, and then that will lead to success.
Right, that's exactly. You choose the best humans.
Yeah, best humans.
You choose those folks who want to do well, but also are expert at helping others do well, right? And then that thing that I like and I've always looked for in my career, and that's grit. Right? Because things come up, right?
Things
You're
come
going
up.
to have new ideas or whatever, but can you just stay in there and make it happen?
That's right. And
Right?
players can get hurt, and you don't just sort of pitch them out. You just you work with them.
Find a way.
That's right. You find a way.
Uh-huh.
One time I forgot where it was. It was I think it was the Children's Museum. It could have been something else. I did another auction item, and I bought a dinner with Lance McCullough.
Oh,
Yeah, and
awesome.
And this is what I did because I had done one before, but I was a guest of somebody, so I didn't do it. Where it had a dinner with Altuve and his wife, and it was small. It was like 8 people at a dinner.
Isn't that special?
Yeah, and it was super cool. But you know what? I thought I'm gonna do something different. Because they were kind of on the formal side, and that's just not me. I mean, look at me. I mean, come on. I'm Mr. Astro's Tacos here. That's my extent of formality. And so I said I forgot who it was, but I said, would you ask Lance if he wouldn't mind just coming to my house, and we'll just have some finger food and have a little bit of wine and this and that, and spend an hour, a little happy hour, and I'm going to invite some of my closest friends. And he was such a great guy. He was Lance, if you're out there, I really think it was the greatest time. And you know what? He had a great time.
Yeah.
No, there wasn't this pressure of, okay, course number 1, okay. Course number 4, okay, oh my God.
I know.
I mean, it wasn't like that. It was
Right.
and everyone was very respectful to him and just talked to him for a little while, and then, and then he just milled around. You know what he did? He brought all his rings. All his World Series.
Aren't they beautiful?
And he let us all put them on. So there's my daughter who
Oh,
all
my
the time
goodness.
was this tall with all her rings,
I
looking
know.
all.
The rings
looking all-
are as large as she is.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah. I mean, and there she is, like looking all bad. You know what? Like and then of course word gets around. I live in a cul-de-sac, but word gets around that Lance McCullough, I hear he's there, and so we had some of the neighbors call us and said, could we just please come see Lance? And I said, Lance, do you mind if I have some of the? He goes, no, bring them on. And we had
how
like 4 or
great.
5 kids from the neighborhood. They all brought their balls. He signed everything and anything. And then, of course, I had valet. And the valet people, he signed their stuff. And I think we had catered in from Churrascos. And I think he had some of the wait staff. He signed their stuff.
And
he was the biggest gem. And what really that told me more than anything else, number 1, about him as a man and a person. But number 2, the organization, because he was happy. You know how you can be like complain, oh my God, and I'm just going to be here a year. No, it was like, this is my team. This is me. This is us. He was fantastic.
That is incredible. But it doesn't surprise me because that's consistently who our players are. That's consistently who our owners are. Jim Crane and his wife, Whitney, do events like that. And really, really, really. And that's why I think the community embraces this organization so much, is that we do things. You were able to experience that, but a lot of people don't know that our players show up in your home
and
having dinner with your friends.
Yeah, and he was just. This sounds weird, but I can't think of another way to say it. He was just a regular guy.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, he's a big star. He picks in the World Series and those sorts of things. But you know what? He's just a regular person and a good guy.
That's it.
And, he was just wonderful. And, of course, I want to do real quick. Now, there was a lot of news about all this whole thing. I don't know if you ever heard this, but that aliens were going to come to Miami and disrupt the World Cup. Did you hear about any of that?
No, I didn't hear about the aliens.
Yeah, the aliens were going to come.
Oh,
There's
gosh.
a Brazilian. Oh, there I am. That's me, Mr. Crane. Oh my God, look at me. I'm glad I lost some weight.
Look at
yeah.
you.
Oh, thank you for bringing that up here. Oh, Mr. Crane was awesome. This is. Oh my God.
where were you
Look at
guys?
me. This was. I got CEO and he got
in the
CEO of the year.
ballroom. Okay.
Yeah, at I think it was the Business Journal. Was it the Houston Business Journal?
Yeah,
I think it
last
was.
year,
Like I
yeah.
think it was a year, maybe a year.
Yeah, 2025.
Yeah, and so he was just the greatest. And I had some young people at my table, and he got a chance to visit with all of them, and he was just superb. Thank you for. Okay, you know what? I have to get him to sign it. Tell him I want him to sign it. I've got a bunch of things signed by. I have Bill Clinton sign something for me one time, and this and that. And I have, but I want to get him to sign it.
Awesome. That is
Yeah.
awesome. We'll have him do that.
I'm gonna have to get you a copy and send it to you later on. But going back for a second, so this was the beef. There is a lady who's a.
This is
Oh,
Gilbert.
look at that! There he is. Oh, go back to my. Go back to my rings. Look at that.
Look at you.
Yeah, that's me.
How fun is that?
Yeah, look how
Aren't those rings giant?
they're gigantic. I mean, look at that. I mean, I don't know. Well, he's he's bigger than I am because he's got to be able to put his whole hand around that baseball. But I mean, golly.
That is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it was the best time, and he spent so much time with my daughter and with everybody. He signed a bunch of things. What a gem! That's a great picture. I'm so glad you found that, Mr. Producer.
The players have those, but everybody who was on the staff at the time has those. It's
Really?
Just yeah.
Oh my
It's a
God!
wonderful. I don't have one. I wasn't there
but,
then.
but you know what?
But I have a replica.
Oh, you know what? I have one too, actually. I think I have a box with a replica of all of them. Actually, I have a
Yeah.
box. But
That's awesome.
You're gonna get one because you know
Yes.
what? We still got a lot more winning to go.
That's it.
We do.
That's it.
So the whole thing about there was a psychic. She's got like 21 million followers on her stuff. So she's a big social media person.
Oh, wow.
And she's a psychic, and she's gotten a lot of things, coincidentally, correct. So she predicted that aliens were going to come and disrupt the World Cup and take up to 700 people away. So now,
Okay.
cue that up, Mr. Producer. So this is her prediction.
All right.
Alien psychic Vova Bahiana is going viral after claiming that a UFO mothership will appear over a major sporting event in Miami on June 24 and take 700 people away.
Planet Earth, this is Gilbert Garcia, the tip from Gilbert.
I'm here in Atlanta. I heard that aliens are coming to disrupt the World Cup.
I'm making sure there are no aliens. Wait! Just making sure they're not in Atlanta.
Well, we're so glad that didn't happen.
Aren't we?
And I'm so glad I didn't know about
Yeah.
it.
Oh, I mean, I had such a blast with that. And if you wouldn't mind, there, TV producer, would you give me my hat? I don't know if you remember that show. It was a movie called Signs, and it had no, just that one, and it had Joaquin Phoenix and all these McCullens, not the one that was in Home Alone, but the brother, and they all, because aliens came, and they all had these hats. So I have a lot of, this is what they were to protect them from the aliens in the movie. And so I created these hats, and I started, doing things with my hat, and we'll do another one of those in a minute. But no, I had a blast with this whole thing, because you know what? You gotta just have fun with everything. You gotta have fun.
Have fun.
You gotta have fun.
fun.
But let's come back to you because, and let's cue up another one of my clips of the aliens. Oh, do we have a caller on? We had a caller on. Who was that name? What was that name? Abby. Abby, are you there? Abby.
Yes, I am.
You got Gilbert Garcia with a tip for me. Talk Inspiration and Prayer with Miss Emelda Douglas of the Astros Foundation. What do you got for us?
So Emelda, I actually have a question for you. I know the Astros Foundation does so much for the city. What's one project or community event you guys are working on right now that you're personally most excited about?
What do you got in the hopper?
Most excited. I've been spending a lot of time thinking about what we might do for the folks in Venezuela that have been impacted by the earthquake. So that's really kind of taken up a lot of my space, just figuring out how to be helpful. Last year we were preparing to celebrate and pay attention to what had happened in Central Texas. Remember the storms of floods in Central Texas? And in March earlier this year, we celebrated, the Astros came together with others in MLB and rebuilt to the tune of about $3 million a ballpark for that community there.
Oh,
And
no
there was
kidding.
Oh, absolutely. It was an amazing.
That must be a
event.
nice ballpark.
Mr. Crane was there. Well, it's surprising how much they cost. So it has 5 fields.
Wow.
For baseball and softball but more importantly, it's where the community gathers, right? And so we've been spending some time talking about Venezuela. But also it's summertime and kids are out of school. So I've also been spending a lot of time on how to support youth that are out of school right now. We're doing a lot of initiatives around literacy. As you know, some kids, when they're out of school, they're not reading or doing other kinds of exercises, and there's something that's called the kind of the learning slide during the summer. And so we are in full force going into community, implementing literacy programs for children so that they're all ready when they go back to school in August and September of this year. So thank you so much, Abby, for asking.
That's pretty good. Abby, that's a great question. And so, how does it work? So let's just pretend those are like world events that get great attention. If someone's a nonprofit, I mean, how do they sort of approach the Astros Foundation, and how does that process work?
Absolutely, it depends on what they need. So one of our biggest things that we like to do, we have about 1,400 volunteers.
Wow.
That are volunteer. They're Astros volunteers, and they volunteer in various places in the community every day.
That's so great.
And so a nonprofit can go on our website and raise their hand and say that they need human capital, right? And we will make that happen for them. Also, if they want us to come and partner in a different way, we're willing to do that. We have a grants portal, which is usually why people approach us. They want funding for their particular organization. Our grant portal opens July 1st, 2026. It closes at the end of October, and so there's that communities can say, here's how we need your support. You were talking about those dinners and how you had an opportunity to have that at your home. I suspect that you received that at some sort of charitable auction.
That's
so
right.
we partner with nonprofit organizations in providing that in-kind support. We provide jerseys or bats or balls, and then they can bring those to those events for their auctions and raise money for their particular cause. So we connect with community in a variety of ways.
I think that's wonderful. Abby, you got any follow-up there?
Well, I was just wondering a little more about what you were saying about the literacy. I think that's amazing. And I was just wondering, what kind of impact or reactions have you already seen from the kids and families involved in this?
Oh, they love it. They love it because, of course, we tie a lot of that with things that we know kids like. We get to have fun with the kids, right? So we go out and have parties at the schools, and if they sign up to read during our Reliant Readers program, we come to their school and have a big party.
Oh, how
And then
great.
if they do the reading that they've committed to, then we'll bring 1,000 families back to the stadium in August and
Wow.
celebrate. We'll bring the whole family to celebrate the reading activity of children. And so that's always special as well.
Wow. Well, Abby, thank you for calling in, and please call in any time.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Here's one, helping to maintain the baseball diamond at Moody Park. Oh, I did
Yes.
not know that. Way to go, Dominic.
Yeah.
I see you on there, Dominic. He's called in before. Here's Charlotte. Charlotte's just saying, I'm tuning in now from Google Podcasts. Well, Charlotte, thank you for tuning in
Awesome.
there. And I love the video. I love that you love my video. On that note, you know what? That's a good cue.
Aliens.
That's a good cue. Hit me up with another video I did there. I had a lot of fun with these things.
Okay, Planet Earth, this is Gilbert Garcia, tip from Gilbert. I'm here with Rosie. She happens to be an astronomer. And so she knows all about the heavens. So, Miss Rosie, what are you hearing about the aliens?
That they coming again. They coming here in Miami, Orlando. They coming where the World Cup is.
My good, and guess what? The World Cup is here.
Oh my goodness!
I don't know what that
I
means.
shouldn't have came here. I knew I shouldn't have came.
But Bo says they're going to Miami, so I think we're safe.
Oh, thank God.
I know.
What a relief.
Yes, I know. This is Gilbert Garcia of A Tip from Gilbert. Bo, I've been trying to communicate with the aliens. I know they're coming today. So I'm still ready and waiting.
That was all just ad lib. That Rosie, I met her on the thing, and she was.
Was
so,
that in Houston?
Yeah, it's right at Discovery Green. And you know what? She was so kind and hilarious. And you know what? I think I made her nervous. I think she started getting worried that
I
aliens might come
know.
down and get her.
Some things we don't want to know.
Yeah, that's why I said to her, I said, oh my goodness. We have another caller. Who is this caller? Give me that name one more time. Isabel, are you there, Isabel?
Hi, good morning. Yes, I'm here and I have a question for Miss Douglas.
Go for it. What do you got?
I read that you have led corporate, nonprofit, consulted, and professional jobs. And what's a leadership principle that has stayed constant through all of those transitions?
You know,
Good question.
that is such
Yeah.
a good question. At the end of the day, it's just all about people, right? All about people, and all of us can do something to help. I mean, the price for just breathing the air really is, it's not just about you, it's not just about your immediate family, but it's about supporting people. And that's what we do at the Astros. One of the things here, and we talk about what a winning kind of environment that we have, and it is important for us to be champions on the baseball field, but equally as important is the idea of us being champions in community. And so if we would all each just commit to taking care of people beyond our family and taking care of community and being involved, that has always served me, whether it's in the nonprofit sector or in the business sector.
Very good, Isabel. I think that you're spot on. I think it all starts and ends, and it's a circle, really,
Yeah.
with community.
Yeah.
And, Isabel, I don't know if you were around or saw all the the parade and everybody lined up for the parade during the World Series, but there must have been, 2 million people lined up to cheer on the Astros, and that had to be such a highlight for this community. It really brought people together, and I had some wonderful clips. I don't know if I have any there, but because I went around and I was going on and interviewing people that were lined up at the parade. I was just randomly
Wow.
interviewing people, and I had a blast doing that. But so I really think that to bring out 2 million people all in fellowship, not going crazy like other fans in other cities do, and
Oh, yeah.
not burning down cars.
Wasn't that awesome?
I mean, I just can't believe it. But really, celebrating together, that's Houston, and that's the Astros.
It is. We aren't here because of the environment and great weather all the time,
That's right.
And we have bugs that bite you.
That's right.
People are in Houston because of the people here. We have the greatest people in the world here in Houston.
Amen to that. Isabel, you have any follow-up, or you got it?
No, sir. I thought that was a very honorable answer from Miss Douglas, and I really liked the part where you said that we're a champion of community and to everybody, and I thought that was very nice to hear.
Very good. Isabel, thank you for
you.
calling in. We appreciate you. Call in again.
Thank you. We all love this great city.
Oh, don't
Right.
we? Yeah, you know what? It was so funny, and I don't know if we have the clip. We probably don't, but I've been getting clips from people because of my clips about the aliens. I've been getting a lot of clips from people about people from other countries enjoying Texas.
Yeah.
And there are some hilarious ones where there was a gentleman, and he's not very tall, from Japan, and he's experiencing Texas, and people are taking him everywhere. And he had like a big cowboy hat that doesn't even fit his head. And then he went to Whataburger, and he had like 3 big different types of burgers because they were showing him Texas.
Right.
And then he took big bites, and he's just like, his whole mouth is full. He goes, and he's just like going on and on. He goes, we need a Whataburger in Japan. And then he and then someone took him to barbecue. And then there's this biggest rib you've ever seen.
I know.
And he's just there biting it. And his face is really small.
love
And it's
food.
like a Fred
Oh, my gosh.
Flintstone type rib. And then he's there, and he, this is so good.
God.
That is, the world seeing us in Texas. It was great.
We love food.
Oh God, and
Just welcome everybody.
and everything's bigger and better.
It is.
It really is.
It is.
because
Come and work hard.
that's right. Because we relish that image because that's who we are. Let's hold on. We have another caller again. Ernie? Well, Ernie, are you there, Ernie? You got me a tip from me. What do you got for us?
Yes, wonderful morning, Gilbert. Monday morning, of course. And also, many thanks to Emelda Douglas, the vice president of the Astros, efforts to greet the community, meet the community, and invest in the community. What an amazing woman. Thank you so much, Emelda.
Oh, it's my pleasure being here.
I was
Thank
also
you.
going to say, I really am so impressed with your Astros baseball field over in Acres Home. I
Yeah.
mean, I was there at the reception of that and helped throw one of the balls out. It's amazing.
Tell me about that, Ernie, because I don't know about that. Tell our listeners.
I think it's incredible that they've invested in Acres Home area, and they have a baseball field that they reach out to students during the summertime, and they go and they play there, and these are skilled players, kids who play on baseball teams, and they go over there for highlighted efforts to improve their game. It's amazing, and they bring out different coaches to help with the program, and it's all donated by the Astros.
Absolutely.
It's amazing. It's a beautiful field.
You're referring to the Astros Youth Academy.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Tell us
we have
about that.
we have a youth academy on Victory in the Acres Homes community. So it abuts Sylvester Turner Park, if you know where that is. And we have kids there, so you can go there and get free baseball lessons from our coaches there in the Acres Home community. And so, God, I'm surprised. I always find out, and I'm like, God, it's our best kept secret, and we don't intend for it to be.
We wanted to.
So any kid can go.
Shout it
In
out
fact,
loud.
For the last month, this will be our last week, we have a summer camp, free again to any kid who wants to go over and practice baseball or softball over in the Acres Home community. And not only do we have that park, and so we have about 34,000 kids that we support through that program every year. But if you can't make it to the Astros Youth Academy there on Victory, I just want you to know that we're in 20 different parks around the city of Houston. We have a wonderful relationship with the city of Houston, and we run various programs in the parks around the city.
You know what? People need to know that, because I don't know if people do, or I didn't.
know.
I mean,
I'm making
I'd like
my
to,
way around trying to
Yeah.
tell, because I thought that they knew, and so we handle all the maintenance at those city parks. We buy all the uniforms for the little league teams there around the city of Houston, and so we show up in so many ways.
And how long is
out in community, and that's been going on since
how
Jim
long?
Crane has owned the team.
So
Since
Mr. Crane
2012.
brought this together.
Yes.
What a guy. I mean, come
it's
on.
incredible. It's incredible through our community leaders program, and that's really where we get involved. So we went and transformed those fields inside community. Moody Park is another one of those fields that we did that. So it belongs to one of our community leaders there.
Wow.
And in fact, we're getting ready to do additional work at Moody Park. Their Havoc unit is not working, and they're using portable AC. And you know how in Houston that doesn't work. We have a lot of young people. We have a lot of senior citizens that go there. And so we're installing a new Havoc system along with our incredible partners, Daikin.
What a great thing, because, you know, he could just sit back and, you know, buy another yacht. I mean, you hear about the owners, and he could just do that. But no, he's reinvested in the community.
Absolutely.
And
I
that's
feel
so great.
privileged too.
Go,
Gilbert,
Ernie.
it's amazing. I feel so privileged because I was at the ribbon cutting. They let me throw out a ball.
Gosh.
I was helping with the overall communication of it to outreach to Hispanics. And I'm telling you, my son was able to go out there and help them learn how to pitch, the younger kids. That's the other thing. The pitching facility that y'all have there is it's top notch. It's like major. It's beautiful.
Okay,
Thank you. We call that the Jimmy Wynn Training Center.
Yeah.
And we also have the Bob Watson Education Building out there as well.
How wonderful. Stay with me, Ernie. So I want to just read this. So Krista, I can't quite read that, but Glover says, weekly listener. Oh, I'm so glad that you listen, Miss Glover. Thank you for highlighting Emelda Douglas and the Astros Foundation. Well, you're welcome. And there was another one. Go back to that other one. Oliver says, can we have more information about the Houston Astros Foundation program? Well, first of all, Emelda, what's the website? How can we get more information?
If you just
to people?
Google the Astros Foundation, it'll take you directly to our website. It's a little bit complicated because it's on our MLB website, but if you Google Astros Foundation, it'll take you directly there.
Great. Is there a 1-800-ASTROS or a number people call in or anything like that?
There's not a number, but we have the Astros Foundation social media channels. So follow us on our social media channels, go to our website, and the website will provide direction to get directly to us. It provides an email address.
Okay,
that will
Oliver,
come
hopefully
directly to us.
Oliver, if you don't get it, just come back or call us back,
That's
and we'll
it.
make
And
sure
you can
get it.
always email me. I'm into edouglas@astros.com. So email me, and I'm happy to take your question.
Well, that's an easy one. E. Douglas
That's at edouglas@astros.com.
at astros.com.
Absolutely.
What else you got there, Ernie?
I want to thank Miss Emelda again because the Astros partner with the blood drive. That's one of my favorites. I think that's amazing, and it's so important. You also do the back to school, which is critical in this city, and a lot of people don't know that. And you do it right on your campus, right there at the Dankin Park. And also just the college efforts that you put to, you have all the colleges. I'm a UT grad, so I made sure that when I didn't see representation from UT, I called them and I said, y'all need to get over to Dankin Park. They're doing a full college effort to let kids from high school experience where they want to go to school, the possibility that they can get a foundation grant. I mean, everything that you do is so vital to this community, and I just commend you for it. And I really appreciate everything you do, even with the food drive. You do it all.
Thank you so
Congrats.
much,
Thank
Ernie.
you so much for saying that.
Yeah, thank you for highlighting all those things. And you know what? I want to go out there and, do some batting practice because I'm trying to be discovered. I'm trying to, Ruby, excuse me, Ernie, you think I could get discovered?
I think you can. You still have time.
I still have time,
You do.
especially if I go out and work out with the Astros and some
Never
of those
too
coaches.
late.
Yeah.
Never too late. Come out and do.
Oh, you know what? We have a
batting practice.
I just found something. Go ahead there, Mr. Producer. I've got Ernie. Stay with me if you're on. If you could see this, if you can't, that's okay. You can maybe hear it. They found a video of me at one of the parade. Here we go. Go ahead. Let's play that. It's not too long.
This is Gilbert Garcia, Talk Inspiration and Prayer. It's crazy out here today. There are people everywhere. You can see council members right there. They're all here. And let me tell you, Houston, you're talking to Houston right now. What do you got to say? All right, Houston, there are so many people. There's like 1.5 million people here. And I tell you what, we are waiting for those Astros. They're going to be coming here soon. Say it with feeling. Are you ready for the Astros?
Yes!
All right, here it comes. They're going to come any moment now. How about you?
Yes!
All right, they're coming right now.
The Astros did it the second time around after they said we were cheaters. So screw everybody else. We got this.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? You heard it here first. What else do I got? Come on.
Yes, sir. Go Houston Astros!
You got almost 2 million people here. We got some sort of NASA thing coming. This is so wonderful. Houston, it was time for something like this. So here we are. All right, Houston, here they come. Our world champion, Houston Astros, right behind me. The world champion Houston Astros, here comes more of them right behind us.
Yes.
Here they come. Our world champion Houston Astros. All right, Houston. Let me ask you, sir. So tell me about the Houston Astros. Is that your favorite team?
Oh, man, always have and always will be. That's that shit. That's that H-Time. H-Time, stay down.
He said always have and always will be. I love the sound of that. How about you, young man? What's your favorite team?
Man, Astros all the way, baby!
All the way, Astros, Astros. How about you, young lady? Come over here. Tell me, what was your favorite thing today? And what's your favorite team? Look in the camera. Tell Houston.
The parade and the Astros parade. And the Astros.
Thank you for thank you for Second Ward. Second Ward, H-Town. Thank you, Astros. Woohoo!
Look at that. It's unbelievable. I had the time of my life doing all that.
I think we heard it here first. All right, team. You heard it here first. Talk Inspiration and Prayer. You got it here live one more time. What's the best team in baseball?
I love the Astros!
You would think I'm a player.
All right, this is Gilbert Garcia saying, I think you heard it here first. We love Houston. We love those Astros. Let's win it next year. Bam!
What a great coverage. Thank you so much.
I gotta make
That's
sure
it.
to pray sometime.
The number one, because they have the number one fans. Mike Johnson.
All right.
Man, you are incredible. And you know the great part about that our fans are still supporting us in that way.
Oh,
and they know that that's not the end, right? We're
That's
headed
right.
back there again, and they believe that.
That's right. And you know what? There's always peaks and valleys. Even if not, the reality is the Astros are part of this city, this history, this culture. And now I did not know, and thank you, Ernie, for bringing it up. They're really part of the fabric of the community and all the things they do. I think it's super great for volunteers to be able to 1-800. Here's an Astro volunteer to go help. I think it's awesome that they're redoing some of the parks. I think it's wonderful that they're taking people out there to help players. I mean, young people improve their game. It's really
Right.
part of just having fun
Right. And you know what? And over at the Youth Academy, I just want to be real clear.
Yeah, let's go.
But, it's not just about, developing players so that they will be major league players, right? We like to say we're developing major league citizens.
Amen.
And so we offer educational programs of all type. We also talk to kids about if you aren't on the baseball field, there are a lot of things. Baseball needs accountants. Baseball needs people who work in HR. Baseball needs people who work in community like me. And so the idea is just to engage young people so that they know that they can participate, whether it's in sports or not. It's really all about education. And
because there's 200 people on staff.
Yeah,
I mean that's a big company.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Yeah, a lot of people think it's a lot bigger, but it's not. But it is a big company, and there are a lot of things that people can do and be involved with. And if they choose not to do sports anymore, I mean, we prepare them for that, right? And so we celebrate when our young people get college scholarships, they go to work. In a working wage job, we celebrate all of that and we try to connect them to that. But beyond sports and education, the Astros also supports childhood cancer. We also pay attention to our unhoused residents, and we do a lot of work around homelessness. We also support our nation's military and first responders. We every fourth inning, if you've been at a baseball game, we highlight women and men who are protecting us and supporting this great country that's real important to us. And also we have an initiative around domestic violence. And so in a lot of cases, sometimes I was talking about our literacy programming, and sometimes we do those programs, but in many instances, we find those organizations that are doing the best of class work, and then we support them.
I think it's fantastic. Well, Ernie, do you have any closing comments there? Maybe we lost Ernie. Okay, great. Well, you know what? We have another caller already. Before we go there, I know that you used to be with the Komen Race for the Cure.
Yes, I did.
I want to talk a little bit about that only because you know what? I was their grand marshal, or what? I was their guy with Canberra Marshall that year. It was Canberra and I. Yeah, I think I got that factoid for me. That was in 2018. We were the co-chairs.
Oh yeah.
I had a blast with that.
Oh, that's
and
great.
I just had a blast with that. We'll talk about that in a moment. But right after this, let's get Natalia. Natalia, are you there?
I am. Good morning.
What do you got for us on a tip from Gilbert?
Ms. Douglas, I wanted to ask you, if you could sit down with your younger self at the beginning of your career, what advice would you give to her?
I'd tell her that it's all going to work out.
It's all going to work out.
It'll be just fine.
That's right. Because I'm sure there were times when you were young, you were like, golly.
I know.
It's all going to work out.
We just think it's going to be doom and gloom all the time, right? And just kind of stay in the game. Stay in the game of life.
But did you ever think
it all works out?
Did you ever think you'd be sort of on the community service foundation side? Did you ever think this is what your pathway was going to be?
Well, I didn't know early in life. Let me tell you, I grew up on the east side of Houston, so I'm a native Houstonian. I grew up in Galena Park.
Where'd you go to high school?
Galena Park High School.
Okay, wonderful. Go.
Yeah, Galena Park High School. And so in my home parish, a little Catholic church that I belong to, we did charitable work, and I thought that I didn't understand that you could combine what you wanted, that kind of work, and career. Right? So it was later in life, well after college, that I understood that could be a part of my profession.
And did your parents, and stay with us, Natalia, did your parents ever, influence you? How did you get the bug to say, you know what, I'm going to do this. It's public service. I can do well. I want to be a community person. How did you get that bug?
I think it's a part of what my family did. My mom sewed well. She was a seamstress, and so she sewed a lot. We didn't have money to give away. Philanthropy, I tell people, shows up in a lot of ways. It sounds like a big highfalutin word, and you can give away thousands of dollars or even millions of dollars, but real philanthropy and charitable work happens deep inside community. And my family was not in a position to give away a lot of money, but my mom could sew. She made my dresses, and so she made all the dresses that we gave away in the St. Vincent de Paul Society. And so that's how we were involved. So I understood that giving back was a part of what you did.
How wonderful.
And as little as we had, we knew and we understood that there were people with less.
That reminds me of, not to get, real religious here, but, during the Christmas, I love all those Christmas shows, and there's a little drummer boy. And of course, all the kings were there, walking after the star to go see baby Jesus. And then was a little boy who didn't have anything.
That's right.
And there he did. He played a song for baby Jesus, and that was like the best thing ever. And that's a great cartoon, anyway.
Right. You make soup. Soup isn't very expensive, and you make enough for your family, and then you give it to a family that you know needs to eat.
Amen
you
to
do
that.
those kinds of things.
Amen to that. Natalia, what? Do you have a follow up or anything there for us?
I just really appreciate all of that, and it resonates with me a lot. Because when I was in college, my sorority did a lot of philanthropy. We gave back to the Texas Children's Hospital.
Yes.
So, college girls, like, we don't have that much money, but we put every effort that we could towards teaming up with restaurants, selling our own, like, cookies, making smoothies, doing events at the sorority house, trying to get as much as we can, knowing that, there's children out there, there's families out there that need your help and that don't have the resources to it. And it's not that we necessarily had it, but we had a following, we had access to a big campus, so we did the best that we could. So I really appreciate that. That's what you're doing as well on a larger scale.
Well, good, and congrats to you doing that, at a young age there in college. That's wonderful. Well, thank you for calling in, and call in again.
Of course, thank you.
Thank you. Let's see if there's any other good comments there. What does Jumpin' Just say? Oh, here we go. Alfred. The Astros Foundation continues to make a meaningful difference across Houston by supporting youth. Oh, there we go. Their commitment to strengthening our community goes far and beyond baseball. Thank you, Astros Foundation, for investing in Houston and inspiring the next generation. Well, Alfred, thank you for noticing and for commenting here on our website.
And he understands. Those are we call our pillars. So youth, sports, and education, veterans, first responders, absolutely is what we do.
Excellent. Jumpin' Jets, thank you for supporting Denver Harbor Little League. Oh, wow. Go back to and Selena Park. Wow. Thank you, Jumpin' Jets, for letting us all know. And Moody Park is on the red line. Dominic, you are the man with the plan about mass transit. So we always know he always is commenting on mass transit. A lot of great comments. Keep them coming in, Houston and Harris County. Keep them coming in. And again, you can call into the show anytime, 832-570-8075. And of course, I'm running a program right now. If you want to like me and all those sorts of things from the website, you can enter a raffle, a giveaway. I'm going to be giving away 6 tickets for the Dynamos. I have great seats in the 50-yard line and all that kind of thing in the club. So just like me and you'll be signed up automatically for that raffle. So let's go back. Let's get another one. Do I have another clip there? Any other aliens? See, I was on a quest to see if there are any aliens.
Brazilian psychic Vova Bahiana is going viral after claiming that a UFO mothership will appear over a major sporting event in Miami on June 24 and take 700 people away.
The aliens, I'm going to check to see if they're in the VIP.
This is at World Cup.
Planet Earth, I haven't seen any aliens yet. I'm going to check the hospitality suite.
We love World Cup. Let's make Alien great again.
Very good. We got a Linzia. Linzia, are you there?
Hi, yes. I have a question for Miss Douglas.
Go for it.
So I know you've been doing so many great things, especially just around the city, but I guess my question is, like, what's been the biggest challenge for you so far in your career?
Biggest challenge in my career, you know what, is seeing the need and knowing that the resources that we can provide, as much as we do in any organization, is still not enough. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so we need nonprofits to work together with elected officials. We need the entire system to work. I mean, it's not lost on me. Again, I said I'm a native Houstonian. I care about people wanting to be healthy. Health is wealth, right? And understanding that there's not always an opportunity for people to take care of themselves is something that I live with. I go to bed thinking about how can we do a little bit more. So, one day, there'll be a a level playing field. Well, people have access to those critical resources that they need, that will stand alongside them as they work hard. Because we know a lot of people are out there working multiple jobs, right, and still can't amass the necessary resources that they need to take care of their families. So my prayer is that that will happen, if not in my lifetime, in my children's lifetime, because that's important for all of us to have that and be able to take care of ourselves.
Well, this is a tough time right now for everybody, whether it's gas prices, food prices. You know, you open up the newspaper and all you see is conflict in Eastern Europe and the Middle East. It can be very, very discouraging, which is one reason why sports are somehow uplifting. It's kind of in many ways an escape from all of that. You know,
it really is. I remember
it's an escape.
I was not with the Astros during the pandemic, and I could not wait for them to bring baseball back.
Yeah.
They brought it back, just so the family could escape.
That's right.
All that misery and just think about the great game of baseball.
That's right, and all the. You know, all the intrigue of baseball and how they're doing and this and that. And by the way, I always have to say, because I've got some surprise for you. Again, we always come prepared, no matter what. Our Astros, Latinos, we have tacos. I got some tacos for you. And I'm going to give a shout out. And by the way, I don't get paid for any of this. I just do it because I love their food. And they have the best carne guisada, I'm not kidding, and probably I've ever had in my entire life. And I've had carne guisada, and like that song by Johnny Cash, I've been everywhere, man. I mean, I've had carne guisada in Corpus and Kingsville, in Rio Grande Valley. I mean, I've had it everywhere, but the best is Laredo Taqueria, which is right there in Irvington, 6904 Irvington. I mean it. And by the way, when you go there, they have some Astro stuff there on the wall and all that kind of stuff. And so, but I've got some tacos for you.
We're going.
Thank
you for that.
It's super good.
Isn't that nice?
Oh yeah, and no, they do it right. And by the way, Frenchie's Chicken, I know that I want to get you on my show because you have the best chicken. I love those guys at Frenchie's. And so I got to find you guys out there. I'm going to find them.
I know them well.
Do you?
Yeah.
I want to get them on my show.
Yeah.
Because I love their food, and I always talk about them, but I've never had them on my show because I don't know why. But it's really good.
It's a wonderful
It's
family.
It's a small business, right?
Yeah.
Family owned.
Absolutely.
Well, no wonder it's so good because when you have that family environment, you just have a little bit of extra, I don't know, special something.
I know.
Like Mr. Crane.
Mm-hmm.
He's got that special something,
know.
which is all over the organization.
That's right.
That is, oops, let me just kill that. But we only have about 4 or 5 minutes, so start thinking about your last words because I want to give you the last word. 3 minutes, that's plenty of time to say whatever you want to say. And most importantly, Houston, Harris County, keep supporting the Astros because it takes a village. It takes all of us together. And again, it always comes back to the community. Every time you buy something there, I guess it's always fun to do, but it comes back to the community, whether it's through the foundation or what's even also through the individual things that I'm sure Mr. Crane supports, he and his wife, or the players support, because they all have their own things that they care about.
Mm-hmm.
And so it really takes a village. So I'm going to give you the last 2 or 3 minutes. Anything you want to say, the TV's right there. We rebroadcast on about 6 TV stations on Saturday. Mm-hmm. Of course, you have your station right there. That one of those cameras is yours. Which is one that's on her again? That one, yep. And then, of course, that's on me. And you're talking to 6 stations now. And so what do you want to tell us about, first of all, the Astros themselves and about the foundation?
Yeah, you know what? I want to say a huge thank you because everything that we do through the Astros Foundation, it's our fan base that makes that possible. They give to us in a multitude of ways. We have a variety of fundraisers. The one we haven't talked about is the 50-50 raffle that happens inside the stadium if you're ever there. And the proceeds from that raffle goes back to organizations inside community. And so that is our fans who are in the stadium who are giving back. So just know how much we appreciate you. Anything you give to the Astros Foundation, we are a public charity. The Astros Foundation is a 501c3 public charity. And so your contributions to our organization are completely tax deductible. And so we ask that you continue to give so that we can continue to work alongside you in making Houston, my hometown, a better place for all of us.
And you just heard it from Galena Park in the
Galena
house.
Park.
There you go. No,
That's
really,
right, East Side.
There you go, East Side. You know, I don't know what that sign is. It's like this, or like that. You know, but you know, Houston, Harris County. Thank you for always listening to the show. I hope you had fun with all the FIFA stuff I've been doing. We're going to have Mr. Brian Ching on. If you don't know who he is, just Google him. He's probably the most famous Dynamo player that we've ever had. We won several championships with his leadership. He's in the Soccer Hall of Fame. You got it. But I really want to thank again Miss Emelda Douglas, because she does a lot in the community. She's really taken it on. She's now in her second season. And so she's not a rookie anymore. And she's now, you know, everywhere. So please, when you see her, give her a hug, give her a shout out, and support the Astros and support the Houston Foundation, the Astros Foundation. This is Gilbert Garcia of A Tip from Gilbert saying, I'll see you next time, and go! I'm trying to mimic the great guy that does that whenever there's a goal. I'm not nearly as good. All right, Houston, Harris County, this is Gilbert Garcia of A Tip from Gilbert, Talk, Inspiration, and Prayer.
Watch and hear my show on YouTube, Facebook, RSS, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and Spotify.
And follow me on social media. See you then.